Hi, I'm Tim. Welcome to our channel and thanks for logging on. Today we're discussing the IWC Pilot's Watch Mark XVIII Heritage. You can see and you can purchase this titanium reference 3270-06 on our website. Subscribe to our YouTube channel if you enjoy these videos, and please click on the card in the upper right hand corner of the screen at any time during this video to see our full sales listing for this watch with additional accessories included in the sale, high resolution images for your desktop, and naturally complete pricing details for this Mark XVIII Heritage. Now at SIHH 2016, the year of the Pilot's Watch, the Mark XVII was scaled down just a little bit to make it more consistent with history and more refined contemporary tastes in watch size. So that timepiece went from 41mm to the 40mm you see on my wrist right here. So 40mm across the round of the case, not including the crown. The watch is reasonably slim for a dedicated IWC sports reference, 11mm thick with a slightly conical bezel. It will slide easily underneath a dress cuff, whether a jacket or the sleeve beneath. From lug to lug, it's a substantial but manageable 51.2mm. I believe you could wear this watch with proportion and security on a wrist as small as 14.5 centimeters in circumference. I wouldn't go any smaller because the watch is over 50mm lug to lug. However, the lug profile will work with you. As you can see, the lugs do turn down rather dramatically, and the strap can move straight down around the tight curve of a smaller wrist without any constraint. It's not pinned against the case. All of titanium, the watch is both hypoallergenic. If you have a nickel allergy, this is the watch for you, and it sits light since titanium is a very diffuse metal and very light on the wrist, almost like a carbon composite or aluminum. The strap is surprisingly substantial with an aviator-style sheer cut, calfskin in medium brown, and a contrasting semi-vintage patina ecru stitch. On the underside, calfskin to match, and a pin buckle that is simple, satin finished, faceted, and titanium to match the watch. The case lines, again, simple and subdued, all of a unique blasted finish. It's not a satin finish, it is actually a media blasted or matte metallic. It's handsome because it's subdued and it feels quite special. It looks special. It's also remarkably glare resistant, so in combination with the matte black of the dial, the watch does fulfill the Pilot Watch's historic mission of being first and foremost a very legible instrument. Now the dial is not so much a tribute to any Mark series watch as it is to the enormous pocket watch caliber 52 TSC and the B-er watches that movement powered during the 1940s. So while both that watch and the Mark series hail from the 1940s, this watch is a Mark style Pilot's watch that features a dial homage to that reference 341 Babachtungs-er or B-er big Pilot's watch. So it's an interesting hybrid of both of IWC's primary Pilot's watch lines into the 40mm case size. Now it has a simulated patina or an ecru coloration. It's supposed to emulate the look of a vintage IWC Pilot's watch that is aged gracefully as its radium lume has somewhat dimmed and the coloration has become a little bit more earth-toned. Well, it has that effect, but make no mistake, it is super luminova and there will be a phenomenal lume shot at the end of this video. A few additional changes alongside the color of the luminescence that help to make this the heritage version of the Mark XVIII are the beautiful blued broadsword style hands at center. You'll also note there's a large swath of patina luminova on the large lancet style counterweighted seconds hand, and this is the critical deviation from almost every historic watch that becomes a modern re-edition, the presence of a white on black date disc at 3 o'clock. So that's actually a convenient measure for those of us who wear these watches on a daily basis. I don't mind a date window. I enjoy the practicality of it. The crown is a screw down unit, and as you can see, it's the Probus crown that's been with us for over a decade now. Screw the crown out and you engage the calibers, hacking or stop seconds so you can synchronize precisely to a reference time. And let's just make sure we're out of the danger zone. The watch isn't about to try to turn itself over automatically. There is a quick set functionality to the date, so you can rapidly adjust it. The movement is what IWC calls a 35111. So if you see a 30111, that means you're looking at an ETA 2892, and if you see a 35111 listed by IWC, it means it's the Sellita equivalent, the SW300. So this is a Sellita SW300 in IWC spec, automatic winding. It's a 42-hour power reserve with bidirectional winding. As you can see, it also has the hacking seconds and the quick set date. Beats away at 28,800 vibrations per hour. It is enclosed in a soft iron cage, which is one of the reasons the watch has a solid case back, to lend it a measure of anti-magnetism, and the watch does feature 6-bar or 60-meter water resistance with a screwed-in case back and a screwed-down crown, which I know in the past IWC has approved for basic water play, so no diving off the high dive, no wiping out on the jet ski, certainly no professional diving activities, but on a NATO strap or a water-resistant band of some other variety, you would be able to partake in aquatic activities to a limited degree with this watch. It's not simply rain and splash only, it's a little bit tougher than that. IWC's quirky blowout protection is included, as the watch's crystal, the caseback, and the crown gaskets are all designed to avoid blowing out or becoming compromised should you be in a cabin that explosively decompresses at altitude. That's a feature most aviators might be happy to have and also happy to never test, but IWC says it's present and correct. A remarkably resistant, water-resistant, blowout-resistant, magnetism-resistant sports watch with vintage pilot's flair. You can see and you can purchase this pilot's watch Mark 18 Heritage in titanium on our website. IWC Pilot's Watch Mark 18 Heritage Limited Edition. Sensational. Glowing at night, quite unlike a vintage radium dial. This is super luminova of the highest order. You can see and you can own this one on our website.